Good morning. The XL bully debate rages on. Maybe the whack-a-mole approach is the right way to go. Name and shame these breeds as they crop up and ban them every couple of years. Maybe that's the right approach, or maybe we can do better. Let me tell you a story. When I was 8 years old, I was bitten badly on the face by the neighbouring farmer's collie, a working sheepdog. As a child of 8 years old, as I say, I'd invited the dog over to play, and its reaction was instinctive, a deep bite, territorial aggression. I remember my father actually scolded me for treating a working sheepdog like a playmate. Lesson learned. Animals were to be treated with respect and never taken for granted. Now, more than 40 years later, I have a facial scar. It's an extra wrinkle when I smile. And in spite of this, my appreciation for animals continues to grow. Others who grew up on farms, grew up with livestock, lived a farming childhood, will relate to this. And in my career as a vet, indeed, I've been bitten, kicked, scratched, stamped, trampled by animals reacting instinctively when frightened or in pain. Dogs are the same. Dogs are unpredictable. There's a risk that any dog can become dangerous. The risk increases with big, powerful dogs. Not that a large or a restricted breed is more likely to attack, but the risk of life-changing injury is greater when they do. Society's relationship with dogs, of course, has changed. We are having this debate because of pet humanisation. That's the trend of forming deep emotional bonds with pets and treating them like family members. Now, this bond, this emotional bond, it is rewarding. Dogs often provide unconditional love. However, pet humanisation entails attributing human-like emotions to these dogs, to our pets, which can mean that sometimes dogs' actual needs are compromised by well-intentioned and misguided humanisation. Dogs have moved from the yard into the bedroom. They've moved from working jobs to companionship alone. And with this change, dogs are increasingly living a life at odds with their natural needs. Some dogs, therefore, are becoming dangerous because their instincts are being expressed the wrong way, and the risk to society in general, therefore, has increased. XL bully dogs. Now, these are the poster boys of that risk. They crystallise the risk. A variant of the American bully, they were developed in the 1980s by crossing various types of bull breeds. The American Staffy, the Amstaff, and the British Bulldog, to name just two. The phenotype, which is how their genes physically manifest. The phenotype has three dangerous elements. The first is their skull to muzzle ratio. It's short in the XL bully, giving a large bite. Secondly, their height being over 50 centimetres, they're a big dog. And thirdly, their weight, they have a muscular body, and typically they're 40, 50, up to 60 kilos in weight. Now, crucially, our team of animal handlers at Gym Dog find these too strong to safely intervene when they do become aggressive. And therein lies the risk. There is no good reason to breed pets as strong and athletic as these dogs. Nobody needs a pet this big, this strong, this athletic. It's not safe. But it's not the breed that poses the risk per se. It's the phenotype, the physical manifestation of the genes that poses the risk. Not the label, not the name. As Shakespeare said, would a rose be a rose by any other name? Yes, it would. What happens is the names can change, but as I say, the phenotype can stay the same. So it's the dangerous phenotype is the problem. Most dog aggression is the result of instinct. Dogs bite through fear, territorial instinct, resource guarding, loads of reasons. Experts will speculate about the trigger for a dog attack afterwards when it's too late. Animal behaviour is an inexact science. Our understanding of dog behaviour in particular is still developing. There's actually disagreement still amongst vets on whether the instinct of modern dogs resembles a wolf ancestor to this day or not. For instance, the validity of studying the wolf pack as a model for dog behaviour, that model of animal behaviour study has only recently been discredited. There's even still disagreement amongst vets as to the extent to which a working dog's genetics will impact on the usefulness or the suitability of a puppy from working dog bloodlines, their suitability as a family pet. Though animal behaviour is still developing, animal behaviour is inexact. There are no answers. There are no clear answers, no precise answers, no clear predictors often to the aggression, except the phenotype. Now, I have worked with Chihuahuas who bite owners, Cocker Spaniels who bite vets, German Shepherds who attack when they're on a lead, sadly, tragically, a Belgian Malinois who killed another dog, and recently a Newfoundland posing a risk to children through being jealous of the other family dog, a Labrador. And yes, I have to say, XL Bullies are the most frightening breed I've worked with in my career as a vet, and they've given me the most frightening. I've seen the most frightening examples of aggression from them, and the speed to which they react, the fact that they give you almost no warning when they do react, and the pure power that, as I say, even skilled animal handlers struggle to intervene when an XL Bully attacks. The thing about it is, though, all dogs can be dangerous. So recognising and defining the phenotype, the physical manifestation of that danger, the physical manifestation of the dangerous dog, that's the safer way to go in terms of managing public risk, rather than shaming one breed. Breed-specific legislation is a good starting point, in my opinion. It's not perfect, but it's a good starting point. But breed alone is not an indicator of a dangerous dog. Responsible ownership, training of all breeds, needs to be enforced. Legally, we cannot rely solely on a roll call of breeds. The phenotype of the dangerous dog needs to be defined in legislation before the next designer breed emerges. And folks, animal advocates, dog advocates are not the best people. They're not the best experts to listen to when it comes to public safety. I think it's far safer to listen to doctors and surgeons who have to treat these injuries, and public health officials and Department of Agriculture officials, and people that understand risk, and they understand societal needs, and they understand human behaviour. Animal advocates have a job to do in terms of advocating for dogs, advocating for all dogs, but theirs should only be one small part of the